And joining us right now, CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger and Kelly O'Grady. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Good to see you. All right, so the White House says that these tariffs they are imposing are bargaining chips. China says they will fight to the end. So if they are indeed negotiating and bargaining chips, who has the bigger bargaining chip right now?
What do you think about that?
I mean, look, I think economically, the U.S. is in a better spot than China is, and exporting, selling their goods to the U.S. and other countries is really important to revitalize their economy. That being said, China doesn't want to look weak in this situation and back down. So I really think a big component of this is what other countries do. Do they negotiate with the U.S. or do they go and ally with China? I mean, right now, according to the White House, they're coming to the table. But I think there's going to be pressure on China if other countries go with the U.S.
Jill, let's take a look at the stock market because it has been like this, up and down, very volatile.
Mostly down.
Very much mostly down. How long do you think this volatility is going to last? Can you even say?
Yeah, it's hard to say, really. And what is the stock market telling us? We always talk about the stock market's not the economy's not the stock market. But you know what the stock market is? It's a bet on a company's ability to make money in the future.
Right.
And what it's actually telling us right now, I think, is we're a giant information processing machine, we investors. And we believe that these tariffs will slow down economic growth in the U.S. and abroad, and it will actually raise prices. That combination is a very difficult combination under which to earn money.
Right.
And you have to understand, if this is happening and markets are falling, the idea that the president thinks that people are going to be building plants and new manufacturing facilities here in the United States, that's a 3-year bet.
Yeah.
They don't know what's happening in 3 days.
Yeah, the way he explains it, it sounds like it's going to happen right away.
It's impossible.
That's just not the reality.
It's just
of the
impossible to
situation.
imagine that. And so I think that when I listen to Kelly talking to a lot of industry and CEOs, they're saying, look, we're sitting on our hands. We don't know what the policies are.
So, Kelly, let's talk about bringing manufacturing back. Sounds great on paper. As Jill points out, it may take a number of years for that to happen. And are we even capable of doing that? Are we even capable of producing those goods here, putting Americans in those factories, which are normally have been outsourced to countries like China and Vietnam?
Right, because it's less expensive. I mean, it not only takes years, like Jill just said, but you also have to pay people more here per hour. And I go back to the piece that we just showed. I was at that factory, and it was a woman who makes stuff here. And she said, you just can't do this. We don't have the labor. We don't have the infrastructure. And a big thing you and I talk about a lot is energy, electricity to power all of this manufacturing. We already have a bit of a grid problem here in the U.S., and we haven't seen the investment yet in order to make all of this possible if we do see an upswing in manufacturing.
So, Jill, when do you think that we'll start to see the price increases, and what should people do? Vlad just shared with the class he's going to go out and buy
Underwear.
Underwear.
Thanks,
I already bought it.
Everybody needs it.
Too much information. Well, we'll see prices rise first with anything perishable, fruits and vegetables, right? But you'll start seeing this with apparel, with footwear. You'll see it with toys, electronics, with laptops. You're going to start to see it, obviously, with cars once the inventory is cycled through. I know that people want to stock up on stuff, but, also use your judgment. Don't go buy a car unless you need one. But if you need to buy a car, go buy one now. And don't go into debt unnecessarily to stock up on these goods. It's a really important balance. Your household has to be secure. We are in a bumpy period, gang. You got to hang on for this ride economically and in the markets.
All right, Kelly and Jill, we appreciate you. And if you have questions on whether you should buy your tighty-whities now or later, or just tariff-related questions, you can reach out to Kelly and Jill. They are ready to answer your questions. Just scan the QR code on your screen right now, submit a question, and they will be on tonight for a 1-hour Trump tariff special on the Daily Report at 6 p.m. Eastern on CBS News 24/7. It's just for you, so tap in.